In these next examples, we're going to look at how we can use ratios and proportions to answer some questions. John lives in Calgary, Alberta, and builds raised garden or window boxes of various sizes in his spare time. He found that the best ratio of length to width is 5 to 3.5. So a box that is 5 feet long should be 3.5 feet wide. This is an example of a ratio. It's a ratio that compares the length and the width. Often it's a little bit easier for us to visualize these ratios if we write them as a fraction. So, in this case, the length was 5 and the width would be 3.5. Having these set up with an equal sign makes this a proportion. The largest box that he built had a width of 14 feet. How long was it? When we're trying to solve a proportion, we want to make sure that we are comparing the same ratios. The length and width are being compared with another length and width. We need to make sure that the same units are in the top and the same units are in the bottom. Since we already know that the best ratio of length to width is 5 to 3.5, we can use that ratio as a comparison with the box width of 14 feet. Since width was in the bottom of our fraction, we need to put 14 feet on the bottom of our other side of the proportion. The unknown variable, the length, will go on the top. Now, we can solve this proportion by cross-multiplying. 5 times 14 is equal to 70 equals 3.5x. We can finish off by dividing both sides of the equation by 3.5, resulting in an answer of 20 for our unknown length. The largest box was 20 feet long. In this example, we're going to look at a popular juice blend that is made up of orange, pineapple, and mango juice. This particular recipe uses 5 parts of orange, 3 parts pineapple, and 2 parts mango juice. We can express this as a ratio, 5 to 3 to 2. Looking at this as a whole, we can see that 5 plus 3 plus 2 makes a total of 10 parts. Knowing that there are 10 total parts is going to allow us to set up some proportions to figure out how much orange juice, how much pineapple juice, and how much mango juice is actually in each container. We are going to be comparing a particular part to the whole. Let's start by looking at orange juice. We can see that there are 5 parts of orange juice compared to the 10 parts in total for this particular blend of juice. Since we know that the total juice works out to be 1.5 liters, comparing the part in the top of our ratios and the total in the bottom of our ratios will allow us to solve to find out exactly how much orange juice we have in this container. We can solve this proportion just as we did before by cross-multiplying. So 5 times 1.5 is going to be equal to 10 times x. 5 times 1.5 works out to be 7.5 equals 10x. Then, if we divide both sides of this equation by 10, we end up with 0.75 equals x. Since x was our amount of orange juice in the container, we can say that there are 0.75 liters of orange juice in this particular blend. Now, let's take a look at the pineapple juice. Following the same process as we did with the orange juice, we can see that there are 3 parts of pineapple juice out of the 10 total parts. Once again, since we're trying to find the part of the orange juice, parts on top, and the total on the bottom, 1.5 liters being the total container. Cross multiplying results in an equation that we can solve. 3 times 1.5 equals 10 times x. 3 times 1.5 is equal to 4.5. And dividing both sides of the equation by 10 results in 0.45 equals x. Since x was telling us the amount of orange juice in this 1.5 liter container, we can safely say that 0.45 liters of pineapple juice is in this particular recipe. We could continue following this same pattern to go through and calculate the mango juice. But is there a better way?